I'm Lauren, I'm 20 years old. I am a chatty, outgoing, bubbly person. I like going out socialising with my friends, I like dancing.
My name's Kerry, I'm 21 years old. I would describe myself as a chatty person that's organised, motivated, wants to do well in life, like spending time with friends and family.
I'm Adele, I'm 19. So I'm a people person, loyal, honest, got quite a good sense of humour.
The best experience in my life has been having my little girl. Having my little girl, Mia, has just made me so proud. Sorry. Mummy's car. Mummy's car.
Best experience of my life is probably having Sam at 16. Changed my life for good. I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have him. It's the best thing I've ever done.
Having my little girl, my little princess, do you know? That she's in the world.
You can all get up and for everyone.
I think sometimes one of the misperceptions about young parents is they don't have any aspirations, and it couldn't be further from the truth. Most people have got a real desire to achieve something in life, whatever that is, and also for the children as well. And every parent wants the children to be able to achieve, and that's quite a clear thing that comes through when you talk to young parents. Quite often people feel that they've been told they can't achieve as much because they've got this small child now and, you know, their life's over, and it's not like that at all.
Is it good? They're holding on tight. Holding on tight. Going round.
It's difficult for anybody adapting to becoming a mother, but when people assuming you're going to fail and you're not going to be a good parent, then it's even harder. It's massive having a baby. It's big for everybody, and I don't think we should expect young people to be any different from anybody else. You know, you've got to get your head round it first. You've got to feel more stable, and that can take time if you've got different challenges like housing and money and things like that to sort out.
Ready, steady, go! Woo!
I think they cope really well, as most parents do, because I don't think age is the massive barrier there. I think being a parent just comes from inside anyway, and as long as those people have taken that responsibility and, you know, do the best they can, then what more can you ask for?
Oh no! What happened? The apple's getting there. When I found out I was pregnant, I was at my friend's house, and we were both doing pregnancy tests, and she turned out not to be pregnant. I went and did mine, and I was waiting, rocking backwards and forwards, thinking, oh my God, am I pregnant or not? Oh, she's gone shy. And then it came up like one line, and then the second line was fadedly coming up, and I was getting a bit obviously worried. I thought, no, this can't be. I took it a bit at first as a shock, but then I thought, wait a minute, I'm having a baby here. This could be a good thing. Obviously, I was like a bit startled, and she could tell something was wrong. And I didn't tell her that actually that day. I waited a month to tell my mum. Yay! And my mum was like, have you got something to tell me, Lauren? And I said, no. What are you on about? She goes, I think you have. I think you know what I'm on about. I was like, well, yeah. So my mum was like, well, you can't keep it. I was like, yes, I can. It changed my life because me and my dad didn't have a very strong relationship. Like, from that day when he found out, when my mum told him, he didn't speak to me for 6 months. And that was hard, really hard. I don't know, it was like other people, like my mum's friends and stuff, they were quite shocked about it. And it didn't really bother me though. I was just like, well, end of the day, you're not having the baby. It's me who's having the baby and I'll deal with it in my way. Talked to one of my mum's friends and she had her little one at like, she was 17 when she had hers. She like said to me, well, you don't have to get an abortion, you don't have to do this. And I said, I know I don't have to do it. She said, I know your dad will be angry now, but like wait until you have the baby and see how he is then, which was a completely different story when I had her. Having Tia changed it all. I knew it was going to be hard. It's all the people around you, like what they're going to think of you walking down the street with your pram. The best thing, holding Tia when she first came into the world. It was brilliant, and like, how could you not love your baby and stuff, you know? Like, how could my mum and dad say, look, go get an abortion? No, couldn't. No way. All the stereotypes, like the newspapers, like headlines about mums are druggies or whatever, or alcoholics and stuff. No, young mums are like that. Like
a perfect stranger coming up to them and sort of casting aspersions on the lifestyle just because they're a young parent. And that makes me feel very angry on people's behalf, that people could just be treated so badly by people who don't even know them, know the circumstances.
Don't stop, jump and wiggle, it's the monkey bop.
Monkey bop! Yeah.
Alien.
Alien.
And who's this?
And Boss.
Woody.
The 2 minutes that you have to wait seems like a lifetime. Feels like you're in there for ages. And then seeing those 2 blue lines, you feel, I don't know, like scared, obviously, because I was only just turned 16.
What's wrong? Tell you what, should we just get these bubbles?
Yeah.
It was a mixture of emotions, like good and bad, like excited, scared, nervous, worried. But I think the thing I was scared of was like how my friends and family would react to the baby's dad. So I got home, just went straight up to my bedroom and just cried, like no one knew. And the next day, I bought some more from the pound shop. And then I showed my mum one and she tried to pressure me into an abortion. She phoned the doctors up and everything. I was like, no way. So I stuck by my ground like all the way. But then I didn't tell my dad till I was 6 months pregnant, and he didn't talk to me for the rest of the 3 months till I had him.
Fishes?
I think my mum and dad were disappointed in me, because obviously I wanted to be nursing them for so long, and then, boom, I got pregnant. Since I've had Sam, me and my dad are closer than ever. Sam and Grandad are best friends. But my mum just...
Going higher, T? If higher to you.
The biggest challenge for young parents is dealing with the stigma.
Is Sam pushing it? Yeah. Go on, Sam.
It's very easy to start putting people in boxes and reducing their lives to a stereotype or a description, and people are much more complicated than that. And there's still this prevailing assumption that if you have a baby, you can't manage to do anything else. Well, everybody else manages. Why wouldn't a young parent manage to have a baby and do other things? Your life isn't over because you've had a kid. In fact, it's just beginning. It's a whole new direction.
Again.
Again.
Again, ready? 1, 2, 3. Up. Right, dress on now.
1,
1, 2, 3. Up. That's it now.
I did a pregnancy test. I was with my boyfriend. We were just shocked. It was shock. Well, I was actually told a month earlier that I couldn't have children. We both decided that we would definitely keep Mia. There was no questions about it. I didn't want to tell my family. I just wanted it to just go away, really. At the time, it wasn't the right time in life, it wasn't, and I just wanted it to sort of go away, and I thought that if I didn't say anything, it would. It's a massive responsibility. It's huge. It changed my life because I realised that there wasn't just me to think about anymore. When I first found out I was pregnant, there was a massive breakdown with my family. And they sort of ignored me for a few weeks, just didn't want to know me. And then after that, my mum came to me and sat me down and said, you know, this must be really hard what you're going through, and I want to be there for you. I want to be at the scans and everything. And from there, we were just back close, and just closer than ever now. Just every day, we just get closer. I knew having a child to look after would be hard, but I thought pregnancy would be easy, and it wasn't. I had quite an awful pregnancy. I was told that Mia would have Down syndrome when I was halfway through my pregnancy, and I was told to abort her. I was given 2 weeks to decide. I decided that I would still keep her, still loved her, no matter what.
Are you pretty for mummy?
I was having her either way. She might be my only child that I ever have.
Good girl.
It was only when I was close to the end of my pregnancy that I was actually told that Mia would be fine.
Yay!
I was excited, but I was scared. I was really scared, and it sounds awful. When I first gave birth to her, I didn't want to look at her, and it sort of, I shut my eyes, and it took me about a minute for me to think to myself, that was so stupid, and she's yours. I looked at her, and she was perfect.
Lots of kisses. In the mirror. Look in the mirror.
When I first held Mia, it was the most amazing feeling I've ever felt, ever in my life.
Hide like this. Hide.
Out of this world. Sorry.
Quite often, that revelation of pregnancy has been this kind of doom and gloom situation, and no one's kind of said, oh, that's great, and just given that positive kind of feeling about what's going on.
Listening to young parents' voices has kind of provided a much more complex picture of the reality of teenage pregnancy.
They've got to overcome people's prejudices, they've got to go through a lot of, stick really, and get themselves sorted out and housing and all the rest of it. People should take pride in what they've achieved, really.
Because your baby's crying, it could have something wrong with it. No, it's because you're a young mum, and that's what people think. It makes me feel like I am constantly on watch. No matter where I go, I've got to be this perfect mum.
I felt I've been judged, obviously all the stereotypes, the media, they don't show the good side of young mums. To be fair, I did feel like a bit of a crappy mum, because obviously you don't really want your child in a hostel with you. You want them stable. My life was in a suitcase, gone back, and it was just packed clothes, a bit of food, place. My life was just in a suitcase for 6 months.
It annoys me how people can judge people.
By just looking at Mia and seeing her smile, and then I know that I am doing right. I'm not doing anything wrong. I am a good mum.
Bye.